All right, welcome to SE Custom Designs, where we are making the legs for the super awesome coffee table. And I wanted to show you my setup here. Very simple procedure to rip wood, the oak stock here, and then I'm going to join it together and make like either a block or a rectangle. But I want a lot of meat there for those legs. And then I'm going to be tapering them. But this is really all about being safe when you're cutting. I'm seeing too many videos lately, and it's horrifying to think that it can be avoided. These table saw accidents, where folks are saying, "Oh, I lost my fingers because a piece of wood jumped up in the air mysteriously, landed on my hands, and then my hands went down to the blade, and I have no fingers." I've had some bad accidents myself. The first bad one was all due to me just being overtired. I shouldn't have been working with power tools. And the second one was I was in a rush and I changed my plan midstream. I was jointing. So here's how you're going to stay as safe as you possibly can, which you want to be 110% safe, right? When you're using these types of tools, have a plan. Say, I'm going to, even if it's a simple thing like this, like ripping, I'm going to basically go through the motions of everything that it is I'm doing. So in other words, I have this outfeed table here, this Rockwell jaw stand. Look up that video. Making this thing, using it, whatever. However, it's all set up and it's ready to receive this piece of oak, which is quite heavy. And then I can finish my cut. Another thing I have, and I'm going to bring this over, it's called the Thin Rip Duo. I picked this up in the Secaucus, New Jersey show, which I'm going to be going to again in 2020. That's where I met the most awesome Mr. Snodgrass and other amazing woodworkers that are down there. I wish I could just remember their names, but you'll see them in Wood Magazine, so on and so forth. So I was walking through, and this was something, I want to make sure you can see what I'm saying. This is something that at first I looked at, I'm like, what is that, you know? And it looks very simple, you know, it's like $30, $29.99 for a Thin Rip Duo. And you can use it on 3 different tools. What does it do? Essentially what it does is it's your third hand. It's going to keep the pressure on the wood as you're ripping it, okay? It's going to steady it right here. It's got these really, really nice bearings, okay? So essentially you take this Duo, put it down in your slot here, put it behind the blade, okay? So here I am using my blade. It's behind the blade, not here, and that's some of the mistakes that I see folks doing, not with this, but they'll be pushing something through and not giving this piece that is on this side of the cut freedom to go its way. All right, obviously never reach over a blade, you know, all these types of things. You want to stay behind your blade. So I'm going to feed the piece, all right, slide it along this. It's all set up here. That's my second hand. It's going to hold that board nice and snug to my fence. Another thing you want to do is make sure that this is factory edge here. So he's pretty, you know, square to the table. Okay, 90 degrees. So he needs a reference point. He needs to be nice and smooth. You don't want to push rough stock through. You know, you're probably doing whatever you're doing, like I would do on any given day. And of course, make sure your plug is not plugged in. The policy should be, if you can see your plug unplugged, it's unplugged. That's simple, right? But you know, and once again I'm horrified. Why are these accidents happening? They can be avoided. As unsafe as I look in my operation, and trust me, I get the comments, and I thank you for the comments. Steve, that's not very safe what you're doing there. And it can't, I should get the disclaimer every time. Stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. Get your things like these push blocks, for example. This is a no-brainer, okay? This is the grip rip block, all right? It's gonna hold the wood down, nice and rubbery. These little you probably can't see what I'm saying. These little, got a new camera, new phone, so it's on wide angle. It has these little units here that drop, okay? As soon as you're pushing the stock along, it's just gonna boop, drop and grab the wood for you. All right? Very, very strong rubber bottom here. Okay, it's called the Grip Rip Block by Microjig. I have also their other unit. Look up that episode. I did some videoing on this unit and how it works. I've got two of them because in theory you're supposed to leapfrog. All right. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the dust collection system. We're going to rip this for you. And again, I can't stress enough. Obviously don't rush. Have plenty of light. My God, it's like daytime in my shop here. I'd like to have more light. That's just the way I am. I like the light. And so, pardon me, I just lost my train of thought. So we're going to plug this guy in here. We should be good to go. I would highly recommend also getting ear protection, which is over here. Let me go get that. Because, believe it or not, even a simple thing like this, you know, you may not think, well, that's not that loud. I'm not going to be cutting that long. Whatever the things like that I've said through the years, if you're subconsciously trying to block out that noise, right, then you're thinking about something you don't need to think about. Look, just block out the noise. All right, and so there you go. We'll review at the very end what we got going on here. So let's go ahead and plug in. Make sure everything. I got my riving knife back on. One of my subscribers said, "Where's your riving knife? I thought you were Mr. Safety." It depends on what the project is, and you know, I may have forgotten to put the riving knife on. It's on there now, and that's very, very important. That's going to keep the wood from. That could be one of the reasons why I was watching one video and they were cutting a 4x8 or something like this, and I shouldn't laugh, but it was kind of funny because his coworker had a very strange approach to just walking up and looking at him like, "Are you okay?" and did nothing to help him. But he was ripping this board, and it went. Oh, everything looked like it was going okay. It looked like he had a mid-thought going on, you know, and that's what I'm talking about. Obviously, he didn't have a plan from beginning to end. And next thing you know, that piece went flying back at him and hit him right in the groin. Out he went. And you know, if you think about this, you know, there's no reason to have these accidents. As long as you're being safe, the safest you possibly can. And so far, let's keep our digits. All right, so I mean, I felt very safe for that operation. Okay, as I was pushing this through, you know, I thought, well, I could have something that's going to hold the wood down as well. Okay, I felt safe doing what I'm doing. It's not my first day on the job. Okay, so, and I don't mean that sarcastically. I mean that I have a level of confidence for this operation, and so that's the key, my friends. If you don't feel safe, you're probably not doing it safe. Okay, do everything you can. Anticipate what could happen. A lot of the some of the things that are happening is things are flying back at you. You got a dull blade on. Blades, I don't care what the cost is to have a sharp blade. Try not having a sharp blade. Have something fly back on you, knock you in your eye, knock you in your face, go flying through. I've seen videos of things flying right through walls. Okay, imagine that was your body. Just get yourself the sharp blades. Make sure you're doing everything you possibly can. Notice I have dust collection. It's pulling the dust away. Everything that it can, it's pulling it away. I'm doing everything I can within my power. So yeah, I could have had a featherboard pushing down. I'm thinking to myself, what else is it that my my viewers are going to say about this? But again, I feel safe in this operation, and so there you go. All right, we're good. Okay, thanks for. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you what else can you do with this. That's the thing when you're doing live video. All right, I recently put this light here. Actually, it's an LED light. Awesome. LED lights are great. The directions, you can use this unit on the bandsaw. Let me take you off the mount, and then we'll be done with this video. You can use it on the bandsaw. Of course, they recommend you okay, for this case, yes. So you'd mount it right in here. So that's a standard width. And imagine if you didn't have to concentrate, on having to hold that wood, especially when you're doing the resawing. You're doing all you can just to push that through nice and steady, right? And the less I need to think about a thing, the better. So if I have that unit here pushing against the stock, then that's one thing that I'm not going to have to worry about, okay? I can just push through there. The more experience you have on these tools, the more comfortable you are with them. You can also use them on, and it's going to be hiding from me a little bit. Notice I have all of my tables and tools on wheels, most of them, not all of them. The bench dog. So you can put the units here, and I think that's a really good idea, so that it'll hold the stock in place. So it depends on the operation, what it is you're doing, of course. It's not going to be there for you for every situation. All right, so there we go. I'm making the legs. I'm going to be joining up 4 of these guys, and we'll be making legs. So there you go. Again, horrified by the accidents that I'm seeing. They don't need to be. Thanks for watching SC Custom Designs. Again, we're working on this beautiful unit here, the super awesome coffee table. This is the first time I actually set the glass down on the pieces that I've made. All the videos have been, making the pieces. So there you go. Continue watching the series and following it. Thanks for watching us. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell. You'll be notified of new videos such as this one. Thank you. Shalom uvracha l'kulam. Goodbye to everybody. Take care. And, of course, stay safe in your shop.